You're going to hear a lot of beach-related puns, so get ready for it, okay? We're going to have a lot of fun here today. My name is Dan Stewart, and with me is the Honorable Mr. Matthew Stewart. Yes, our last name's Match.
We are definitely brothers from another mother.
Not sure how we're related, but we probably are somewhere down the road. Going to have a lot of fun today, tell you about a couple of the events going on. We're going to talk about some of the sponsors. And speaking of that, I would like to say the exclusive parade sponsor this year is Huntington Bank, and also the Kids Parade, which was awesome last night. Edward Jones and Dave Vanier. The City of Owasso, City of Corona, Public Safety as they go by right now. We can give them a round of applause. And the Health Department, also thanking Joe Peterson and the parade chairs, Terry, Danica, and Eric Moss.
Traveling by is the Owasso Police Department. They are committed to keeping this community safe. Please give them a big round of applause. And the Corona Police Department probably serves as a close-knit community just to our east. Thank you for your dedication to keeping your beautiful community safe. Ladies and gentlemen, the fire department main doors are open just behind us. If you want to take a look at that fire department, help yourself, do not touch, but admire the City of Owasso's beautiful fire department.
There's a lot going on down here. We have the Service Family Carnival, as you can see, and that's going to be all the way through Sunday. I believe it's a little cheaper rate tomorrow. If you want to bring your kids down to ride the ride, a little less difficult. Save yourself a little bit of money if you have too much going on today.
This year's proud parade sponsor, the Huntington National Bank Big Truck. You might recognize the tune players. And here's the tune.
I'm sorry, the tune.
Right now, boy, we have the national flag presented by members of the Owasso VFW Post 9455 color guard. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Post 9455 was established in 1960. Post commander Curtis Larry Fair and auxiliary led by Tina Hughes. With the Owasso VFW is the hockey team, Amy McClone Jr. at Odenelski High School.
All right, and also the VFW Post 9055 Papa Queen Edie Perkins. He is a 9th grade student at Corona. Running with mom, dad, and older brother. Also a menagerie of animals, including cats, emus, chickens, and a peacock. She enjoys traveling, nature, music, painting.
It was a false start for me, but here comes this year's proud parade sponsor, the Huntington Big Street Straw. You might recognize the tune that is playing. It's the Huntington theme song from their commercial. Give them a wave and a warm thank you for supporting our community celebration.
And speaking of the peacock, as the royalty was just talking about, just last night at the Kids Parade, did you hear there was a peacock that was running around and was loose?
I heard there was a loose peacock.
It was quite the tale. Sorry, couldn't resist it. Only peacock joke I had today, but I had to break it out, right?
Moving on then, Dan is in front of VFW Post 9455. We missed that one. The American Legion and 40BT8 volunteer, number 756. The local 40BT8 volunteer, number 756 is part of a state national international medical service organization founded in France at the end of World War I while U.S. troops were living in their home. Many of its rituals and meetings are still conducted in France and youth and such as today. Locomotive boxcar civilized volunteers studied the primary method of transportation during the war. 40 men had 8 first the boxcar capacity, 40 men or 8 horses.
40 men, 8 horses, degrees. Next we have the American Legion. The Riders Post 57 from Owasso. I'll get over to Patterson Dawson, American Legion. They have over 500 members. Sons of the Legion Riders, and they're all kinds of different events. They proudly sponsor the Boys State and Girls State programs and educate students about the government. Commander Mr. Gary and the whole team want you to enjoy the atmosphere for all patriotic holidays.
And next coming up is the 4th Battalion of Artillery, and stand by for a cannon shot.
Yes, and then you are sensitive to loud noises, make sure you get ready to cover your ears. It is pretty loud there.
Looks like you're preparing.
You know, King George's crown, the second's crown and cipher, and the royal rose right there on this 1,800 pound, 3.6 inch caliber cannon here. A 6-pound iron ball can shoot it up to 1,400 yards, not feet, yards.
There it is, operated by 12 men and pulled by 3 horses during Revolutionary War. It was used for battering fortifications at close range. Canister case shot turned into a powerful, oversized shotgun.
Very cool, very cool. We have a little bit of time here. Why don't we talk about a couple of the sponsors here?
All right, our platinum sponsor stand is Cargill, Watkins Brothers Funeral Home, Kraft Chevrolet brand. Our diamond sponsors is the Spicer Group Inc., the Founders of America. Our gold sponsors, Hazel Finley, Wisconsin Bridal Boutique. Silver sponsor, DJ Chewy, Indian Trail. Our bronze sponsor, Portier Excavation, Joe and Candy Holden, Daystar Communications. Our platinum sponsors of this year's Curwood Festival is Big John Steak and Onion, Heavyweight Business Service. Our diamond sponsors and is Horizon Bank. Our gold sponsors is Gold Professional Credit Union, Shiawassee County Fair. Our silver sponsor is Amsterdam and Zarnway. And finally, our bronze sponsor, Harris Company, Wells Fargo Advisors.
All right. We also want to make sure we let you know about plenty of events that are going to be going on throughout the weekend as the festival marches on here. We have the raft race tomorrow. Oh, that's today, sorry. That already started, I think it did. 1:30. Yes, that one started already. What about the historical tour? I think that one's still going on in the village, right?
At any time, you can head over to the Curwood Castle and get a tour. It's only $2 for an adult. If you are 17 and under, it's $1. Fantastic tour of the historic Curwood Castle.
And a great way to escape the heat a little bit, right?
Absolutely. And there are plenty of rides with our sponsors for our carnival rides, including the Cliffhanger, Rocket Cars, Zero Gravity, the Freak Out, the Twister, and the Fireball.
So did you know, speaking of the Curwood Festival and the Curwood Castle over there, did you know Mr. James Oliver Curwood was one of the highest paid authors in the world?
I did not know
Back in the 1900s. No wonder he could afford that fancy house, right?
That's a very fancy castle indeed.
I think I heard something about like it's a French Chateau or something he modeled it after. Something real fancy, bro.
Well, Dan, this is my 3rd year with the honor of hosting our annual parade. How many years, Dan, have you been hosting this parade?
9,176 actually is the number. I had that right on the top of my head. No, I don't know the exact number, but it's over 25. I've been here at this exact location over 25 years.
Well, we always look forward, Dan, to seeing you every year at this Curwood fantastic parade.
And when you're only 32 years old, you know, I started pretty young when I was up there doing the first one. So, all right, the Knights of Columbus are here.
That's right. Let's move along to Brownell Fleet Assembly 0511 represents the 4th degree of Knights of Columbus. The patriotic degree of the order float honors one of the 3 ships used by Columbus, symbolizing their dedication to peace, history, and members come from across Shiawassee County united in service and patriotism. If you're interested in joining, stop by the Knights of Columbus Hall at 1259-2711 in Alonzo to learn more.
That quote is unbeachleavable. Get it? Unbeachleavable. But they're here, their hearts are anchored in Alonzo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid there'll be more, and they'll continue all afternoon. Equipment.
It'll get better or worse. One of the two. We promise that. We're going to have some music coming up here right shortly. But before that, let me just mention a couple of the other events. The Curwood Best Postcard Contest, those are always fun. You can check those out. The Special Olympics involvement is also great as well. And the dog program. They have the dog of the year and all of those things. That's out at the fairgrounds, I believe. Also, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. You want to go check that out. And the duck race is tomorrow at 1:30 right here. So remember, we have a lot going on. We even have a fireworks show a little bit later tonight.
Can't wait for that, but for now, please welcome the Wausau High School Children's Marching Band. Proud once again to lead the Curwood Heritage Parade. The band has been part of this tradition since its early days and really continues its legacy of excellence. Winning a first division race there and across the festival since 1957. This fall, CMU is going to host a Marching Band Festival at Roman Field on October 13th. The band extends a heartfelt thank you to the community for its ongoing support and the Curwood Festival. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, go Dragons!
Exactly the words too. All right, we have some royalty coming right now here.
That's right, the Miss Curwood Festival Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Curwood Festival Queen 2025, Mackenzie.
She is the daughter of Joe Strauss and Wendy Strauss. Kenzie is a senior at Wausau High School, graduating this May. Congratulations. She plans to attend Adrian College, where she'll also be part of the dance team and study elementary education from, that was my major actually. So, welcome to the future. I like that. Give it back there. They got the way down. All right, let's celebrate the queens and the princesses and everyone on the court. We're so lucky to have them and thank them for all they do. They're busy this time of year. They're jumping around from place to place. They got to be in 14 different places. Sometimes I think they clone them because I see them so many places around here during the Curwood Festival.
Don't forget the Curwood Beer Tent tonight featuring DJ Chevy till 8 p.m. SCW Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, it's a free event at the Curwood Lounge, and that's right behind us until 6 p.m. 3-on-3 basketball tournament hosted by Shiawassee Family WYMCA, and that is until 6 p.m. tonight, and that is free as well. More royalty coming there.
Yeah, I want to also give a shout out to the festival team there, Sloan Hotchkiss. The daughter of Lakin and Zach is sophomore at Wausau High School, part of the Wausau FFA chapter. She's currently the developmental chair. She also works for the YMCA and Ashley's Dance Shack, where she assists and teaches gymnastics and dance. So she loves to help children with disabilities and help all kinds of community events. We also have Ella Ostosky.
Yeah, that is the daughter of Ryan and Katie. She's a fourth grader at Central Elementary. She's active in Dairy Go-Getters Boys Club and Ashley's Dance Shack. A member of Shiawassee Outsiders, she enjoys art center. She enjoys creating art, collecting rocks, growing flowers, and playing outside.
Also, we just saw the Grand Marshal, Deborah Adams, as she walked by here there. Please help welcome her to the festival parade. She was chosen out of a large group of entrants for passion and love and history. So thank you, Deborah, for being part of the festival and the parade. We appreciate that. The past royalty is coming by right now here for the royalty members.
Later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, make sure everybody is present at the Curwood Beer Tent where the Mr. Wausau finale. And This year's Mr. Owasso will be chosen. Beer tent open until 11:30 tonight.
Royal Waves, see that?
Royal Waves.
Because it's the beach theme too, so that's both kinds of waves. Or that wasn't working out, was it?
Well, Dan, this parade sure is sure to be a good time.
Ah, sure. S-H-O-R-E, good one. I like that. We told you it was going to get worse or better, and I think the worst is where we're at right now. But we appreciate everybody sticking with us here, and we have some more parade entrants coming down. And I also want to make sure that I remind everybody, on Sunday we have the beautiful baby contest. That's at the Curwood Stage area. We also are going to have the winners of the parade announced. So we will be judging these parade entrants on all kinds of various criteria, and we will have the winners that will be there along with the dinner races and a lot more on Sunday. So make sure you participate in Curwood all weekend long.
We're honored to welcome the Owasso City Council members who are joining us and taking part in the Curwood Heritage Parade. Your support and presence helps make this community celebration even more special. And don't look now, Dan, but Detroit Lions' own Rory is running down Main Street. Meet Detroit's favorite fun-loving lion, Rory. He's not on the sidelines at Ford Field cheering on his favorite football team. You can always find him bringing countless smiles to faces throughout the community. He's always looking for new adventures and new people to meet. He's a three-time NFL Pro Bowl mascot heading into his 14th season. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rory.
All right, he's the only lion you should trust at the beach. He's got the spirit, the paws, and maybe some SPF 50 in his pocket. He said he did, so he's got that.
The sun's out, pun's out.
I love it. I love it. And that is really good of him to come out here every year. He's a staple here in this parade, and we appreciate them coming down all the time. We have Congressman Tom Barrett, who serves all of Shiawassee County in the 7th District in D.C., serves on the Veterans Affairs Committee and the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. He's serving to be your voice in D.C. His family wish everyone a safe Curwood Festival.
Outstanding. Thanks for coming today. Next would be Shiawassee County's own elected commissioners. 5 of your Shiawassee County commissioners would be present today, including Josh Haley, Greg Manure, Gary Holzhausen, Brad Howard, and Cindy Yarder.
And as a former commissioner myself, I tip my beach hat, so to speak, because that is a tough job. You really have to have some heart, some hustle, and some thick skin.
If my eyes are deceiving me, it's Dr. Brian Boggs, the county administrator, driving a convertible Mustang.
Check that out. All right. All right, so we have another little gap here. How about some trivia? What do you say, man?
Okay, let's go. Trivia.
When do you think the first Curwood Festival was held? And it has grown every year since. When was the first Curwood Festival held?
When was the first Curwood Festival?
1978.
19, that was when you were 32 in 78, right?
Right. I definitely wasn't 4. You're right about that. I was definitely
78.
All right, I got one for you.
First
Owasso was
Curwood
named
Festival,
after
78.
Owasso, a Native American leader from Shiawassee County.
false. No, that's true.
That is true.
Oh, man. All right. I'll give it back to you.
True or false? Owasso is the only state in the U.S.
So is there another Owasso? Can I get anybody out here know? Is there another Owasso? If you think yes, say yes. What about if you think no? I think the no's have it. What's the answer?
I believe that Owasso is the only town named Owasso in the United States, although there is an Owassa, O-W-O-S-S-A out west.
I think that's what some of the yeses were thinking of right there. It was a trick question.
True or false, Dan? Owasso was once considered a possible capital of Michigan.
What do you guys think? Is that true? They say true.
That is absolutely true.
All right.
coming up now, Dan, and that is reflective of our heritage, Dan, the Flint Scottish Pipe Band. The Flint Scottish Pipe Band was founded in 2016 by Scottish immigrants. Every year, the band competes against other pipe bands at private festivals, performs at the Renaissance Festival of Holly, and brings the Scottish music to other events in the Bulgaria and beyond. If you'd like to learn facts, I'd even post if you run in contact the band for the Flint Scottish Pipe Band Facebook page.
Because who didn't wake up and say, you know what, today I think I want to learn bagpiping. That's, you know, that's just something that you always wake up and I hear that all the time.
Dan, didn't you say you are going to Scotland yourself sometime soon?
I am next week, but they're over here playing some great music. They're tilting it.
They're tilting it. The only instrument, ladies and gentlemen, where the air doesn't seem to be. The air fills the bag, and the bag is squeezed to the beat. Dan, I think we have some clowns coming along.
I love it. They are awesome. The Shy Alley Clown Club is a fun-loving group dedicated to putting smiles on everybody's face. Meet the members, the Kiddo Splatters, Haiti Pancake, Mr. Oil Can, of course, like always, DJ Orange Blossom, and DD. Be sure to give him a high five when you see him, and then try to put Mr. Oil Can right there. A staple here for the festival. We appreciate that.
Well, when you're done clowning around, Dan, let's welcome the Miss Strawberry Festival royalty. Please welcome the 2025 Strawberry Queen Madison Strauss and the Strawberry Princess Charlie Bursmore, here to wish you a happy Curwood Festival. They invite everyone to join them at the Shiawassee County Fairgrounds on the third weekend in June for the Strawberry Festival and the Back to the Bricks Strawberry Field Car Show on Sunday. Queen Madison is a 2025 graduate of Owasso High School and will be attending St. Mary's nursing program this fall. She recently had the honor of marching as a Trojan marching band majorette at Disney's Magic Kingdom.
Holding up the parade.
That's awesome. At first, they got a pretty good float there. At first, I thought it was kind of seedy, but I think it's pretty nice now. I think about it. And they actually decorated the theme as well and everything with that. Keep calm and
It
carry
was
on.
seedy. Prince Charles is entering the second grade and enjoys dancing at Ashley's Dance Shack. When she's not dancing, she's making skate times in the pool for the Seashore swim team. Next up is the Blue Freckle Farm horse-drawn wagon and Pennington service decorated, all up for a beach party. Don't worry,
I like that. All right, EV Electric Storm Restoration Company, proudly serving Perry, Owasso, representing local unions number 17 and 876. The electric specializes in power restoration and maintenance of overhead and underground utilities. A big thank you to those hard-working crews who help keep us powered and safe, especially in the time where we need them the most.
don't forget, Dan, tomorrow at 8 a.m. early on site, Youth Fishing Derby. Registration until 9 a.m. Followed by the Fishing Derby. That goes on until 11 a.m. It's a free event, ladies and gentlemen. Kids events, games and activities in the Curwood Lounge until 11:30 a.m. Again, it's a free event. Car show also at the Jerome Street parking area featuring food trucks and
Here comes the good drink.
All right, the Shiawassee Shrine Fire Brigade, easy for me to say there.
That flow was unbelievable.
Here they come. Once again, we're proud to have them here. They sponsor children through 22 Shriners Hospitals and 2 burn centers. They are always out there selling those onions, so support the onion sale. Every dollar helps to help those kids that need it, so we appreciate them coming here for Curwood. Now some tractors, huh?
That's right, rumbling past these young and women, they all have passions for tractors. You will see antique John Deere, Ford, International Lumber, along with many others. They host a tractor show at the Bennington Township Hall. Shell, yeah.
I think all the ones in the back are kind of green with envy about the ones in front of them. We're just coasting through right now. Another piece right. Coasting.
I think you're making waves, man.
There's a lot of tractors out here. We really appreciate that all coming here today. That's awesome. I want to also remind everybody that in addition to some of those things that we already mentioned, there's a ton of stuff going on here at the Curwood Festival today. A little bit later on, we have, of course, at the beer tent, like you mentioned, DJ Chewy till 8. Also, the Mr. Owasso finale at the beer tent. That's going to be right around 6 o'clock, and then that's going to be followed by Scary Okie, and the beer tent is open until 11:30 with live music from Roxy Wild, the 80s hair band Gone Wild, and so much more. So make sure you stick around all day and into the night, and drive safe if you do go to the beer tent. Please, or get someone to pick you up.
Yeah, let's give a special thanks to our exclusive parade sponsor, Huntington Bank. The kids parade sponsor, Edward Jones Day tomorrow. The City of Owasso, City of Toronto, Owasso Public Safety, and the Shiawassee County Health Department, Festival President Joe Peterson, and parade chairs Terry, Danica, and Eric Moss.
Also, thanks Tiger, Watkins Brothers Funeral Home, Graf Chevrolet Ray, Big John Steak and Money, Hemingway Business Services. Also, North Federal Credit Union, PFCU. Also, DJ Chewy Indian Prayers, Hazel Vinley, J Shucks and Bridal, Fournier Excavating, and so much more.
Don't look now, it's the 2025 Beautiful Baby Contest. Also joining us are the 2025 Beautiful Baby Contest winners. This area, Yabara, daughter of Madison Kidd and Zach Yabara, and Dalton Graham, son of Sarah Phillips and Sean Graham.
As we continue on, we're still going to have a little more royalty, so stick with us here as we go throughout this. Also want to thank just a couple other sponsors one more time. Graf Chevrolet Grand, the Spicer Group, Volunteers of America in Michigan, also Indian Trails, Bearsford Brewing Company, Wells Fargo, Soundwaves, and Ashley's Day Shack. Now they'll be in the parade a little bit later on, making some
Dan
moves.
just passed us by with the 2025 little Mr. Owasso, Katie Mars, and little Miss Curwood, Layla Russell. Katie, son of Brianne and Gail Spencer, loves his hot wheels, while Layla, daughter of Alicia and Kevin Russell, enjoys soccer and basketball. Fun fact, they were in the same kindergarten class.
Awesome.
And here comes the 2025 Beautiful Baby Contest winners, Azera Yabara, daughter of Madison Kidd and Zach Yabara, and Dalton Graham, son of Sarah Phillips and Sean Graham. Congratulations, Beautiful Baby Contest winners.
I think that is tomorrow. There's something with the Beautiful Baby. I'm going to look at the thing there and see what I say. I could have swore I saw something there. We'll tell everybody about some of the wonderful events that'll be going on tomorrow here. We do have that car show over at Jerome Street parking lot that I wanted to make sure everybody knows about. And there's a lot of kids events, speaking of that, tomorrow in general. There's the free kids events, the games and activities at the Curwood Lounge, all kinds of wonderful things there. So make sure you bring the kids down tomorrow for Kids Day.
Leading the way is the Pleasant View Shiawassee County Medical Care Facility truck, proudly pulling their float featuring this year's King and Queen. We're delighted to have them join the celebration and present their wonderful community. That's Pleasant View Medical Care Facility.
All right, we appreciate them coming out every year as well. Delighted to have them join the celebration here.
Don't forget, tonight, Dan, the Curwood Beer Tent feature at 8 p.m. and a championship wrestling match, Dan. It'll be officially the best night.
So we have the royalty here for Pleasant View in the nice air-conditioned ride there that we have, the King and the Queen. So we appreciate them coming out. We'll wave to them through the nice, cool van there as they have there. They might be just taking their little beach nap, so to speak, there as they relax in that nice, cool environment. A little bit just the Flint Firebirds.
That's right, joining us today is the Flint Firebirds mascot, Hot Wing. Hot Wing can be found hanging out at the Firebirds home games at North Financial Center. Thank you for coming out. Happy fun with us, Hot Wing.
All right, bringing the heat. It may be if everybody's totally beach bound today. We appreciate that.
He's just coasting through the fun now.
Oh yeah, he's decorating all up. Look at that. He's good. Appreciate that.
Dan, coming up next is the Shiawassee County Fair King. She's looking forward to a fantastic 2025. Join Fair Queen Madeline F-Stace and attendant Allison Zadunik along with thousands of exhibitors for a true county fair experience from August 3rd to August 9th. Enjoy livestock shows, carnival rides, delicious fair food, unique vendors, and exciting grandstand events. Come be a part of the tradition. We can't wait to see you there.
The Shiawassee County Fair is always a great opportunity, yet last night they had the pig mascot at the kids parade running around there. I didn't see him today there, though, probably because he's bacon in this heat. All right, we have Mr. Owasso, the reigning champ, raising over 50 stacks, 50K, John Hankard here. We appreciate everything that he did, and he's a staple in the community. We're lucky to have him. We appreciate him coming out today and riding along. And he is followed by the past royalty here of Mr. Owasso candidates.
Also, one of the Owasso candidates, Mr. Owasso candidates would be Lieutenant Travis Schneider. He is fundraising for the Shiawassee Firefighters Memorial to be built in the McCurdy Parks Historical Village. Also to honor his dad, Rick Schneider. You're distracting me, gentlemen. Along with this team, he's been busy fundraising by having car wash and bowling tournaments. Also, we have John Sarrazin. Let's hear it for John Sarrazin, a proud third-generation member of SLH. John is raising funds this year for the Shiawassee Humane Society. He also serves as a community as a firefighter with the Corona Fire Department. Thank you, John, for your continued dedication and service.
Also give a shout out to Eric Ladd there. We have his one on behalf of the YMCA, also a realtor for the home office located right here in town. And our final candidate that we didn't mention yet is Mr. Ryan Painter, raising funds for the New Direction Drop-In Center. Big opportunities there where they really need that help locally here in Owasso. So we thank all the candidates this year. The Mr. Owasso finale is tonight at the beer tent, like we mentioned earlier, located by Sidelights. Come on
at 6 p.m. And passing us now is the Special Olympics for Shiawassee County. Special Olympics for Shiawassee County serves over 100 special needs athletes. With the help of many volunteers and volunteer coaches and director John Hinkers, this group is just coming back from the 2024 Special Olympics Summer Games held in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Director John Hinkers was the 2024 Mr. Owasso.
We appreciate that, and we also appreciate everybody who's came out. Now it's time for the Shiawassee Humane Society, this nonprofit organization dedicated to helping homeless pets, providing daily care, medical attention, enriching activities to keep them happy and healthy while they wait for their forever homes. Thank you for supporting their mission, giving every animal a second chance. Adoptable pets can be seen right out on Bennington Road. You can also check them out online at shspets.org.
Next up is the Corona Marching Cavaliers. The Corona Marching Cavaliers are excited to be back here to spring this year. The Marching Cavaliers are just returning from our nation's capital and performed at the National Memorial Day Parade. We're also looking forward to our trip back to Disney World next year.
Let's do a great job with them. Let's listen for a little bit. Seen that as a sight to behold. We'd love for you to come on out there and check that out.
Tonight at 10:15 p.m. at the festival grounds will be a Curwood fireworks show as well.
Ooh, that should be kind of fun. I don't remember them doing that in the past. Do you?
It seems new to me.
I think so.
The Montrose Blueberry Festival royalty, Dan. Please join us the third week in August. Please welcome Queen Trinity Lee, Court Faith Reed, and court members J.P. Fullback. Thank you for coming, ladies.
We appreciate that. We'll be out there for the Blueberry Festival in August. Make sure you save us some blueberry meatloaf. That's my favorite, okay? The blueberry meatloaf.
Did you just say blueberry meatloaf?
Yes, that's my favorite dish. They have there, the Blueberry Festival.
Next up is the Auto Diesel Institute of Michigan from Baker College presents a legacy of innovation and restoration. In 1987, Peterbilt 379, a true masterpiece purchased in 2012 and restored by students to perfection. This rig is more than just a vehicle, it's a living testament to the power of hands-on learning and the bright future of automotive craftsmanship.
All right, next we have the Buick Grand National in 1986. This is a one-of-a-kind pre-production test vehicle donated by General Motors. You may have seen it, or its twin there at the Super Bowl.
Go Baker B!
Yes, the Super Bowl performance. It made that debut there.
The St. John's Mint Festival royalty joins us, and they celebrate the rich heritage of the area's mint production and offers a weekend filled with fun for the entire family. Representing the festival are Mint Queens Katie Rosen, first runner-up Hannah Spencer, second runner-up Jenna Blundy, junior Miss Mint Natalie Shepard, and little Miss Mint Emma White. To learn more about the festival and the cheer traditions of Mint City, visit mintfest.org.
So I'll go to St. John's the second week in August. I'll get some mint meatloaf. And then I'll go to the Blueberry Festival the third weekend in August, and I'll get the blueberry meatloaf.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, I'll leave that alone. All right. We have the Tall Shriners, a fun-spirited group led by Steve from the El Verde Travel and Clio, known for their inflatable clown costumes. They travel across the state, bringing smiles to kids and faces throughout the parade. The Shrine Circus is proudly participating in the Curwood Parade for over 20 years.
The Church of the Jubilee Praise Team, located at 3910 South Bruce Road, Owasso, we'd love to have you join us for Sunday school at 10 a.m. or morning worship at 11 a.m.
Hey, I'm rocking it. Praise of the side of sunshine. Their energy is brighter than a pink ball at high noon. Keep it up, keep it up.
Dan and Ashley Dance Shack is celebrating their 15-year anniversary.
Whoa!
At Ashley's Dance, yes, we embrace a strong sense of community where every dancer is valued and celebrated. We're committed to creating a supportive space where kids, small backgrounds, and experience levels to grow, shine, and pursue their dreams. Our mission is to foster the love, respect, and encouragement of the dedication, passion, anything is possible. Join us in place where we're to reach the Ashley Dance Shack, encourage, inspire, include. Learn more.
Celebrating 50
Shout out to Ashley and Mr. Regan there, their whole team that works so hard. And if you ever check them out on social media, they're a great follow on social media. They get on TikTok, they do all kinds of fun things. So check them out on social media as well. I like this song here. It reminds me of the Sing 2. All right, look at that. That's what we get for talking up social media. See how that is? You gotta do that a little more often, don't you?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate our Owasso police officers for making sure we have a safe and happy Curwood Festival this year. They're walking around, go up to one and tell them thank you, they do appreciate it.
We do appreciate that because we couldn't do it without them. They put in so much extra time and preparation for the festival, and we appreciate everything else. We have the LC Dairy Festival with Chloe here. We'd like to thank the LC Dairy Festival, and again, I'll go out there. I can't really say I'm going to have pound meatballs that be utterly ridiculous, so I'll avoid that altogether, okay?
Don't dare me to do it, Dan.
Jamie Huska there and Chloe, the LC there. So
All-Star Towing and Repair. Heavy-duty wrecker lifts and hauls, semi-tractors, the flatbed wrecker hauls, medium to light-duty cars and trucks.
But if you had one of those, wouldn't you just stop and pick up nice trucks too? Right? That's what they probably did. They just stopped on the side of the road and grabbed one. All right, make sure that you try to help our sponsors. We definitely want to give another shout out to Huntington Bank. They are the official parade sponsor. But we also have some platinum sponsors: Big John Steak and Henry Business Services, Cargill, Watkins Brothers Funeral Home, Graf, Chevrolet, also the PFCU Credit Union, and we have some diamond sponsors: the Spicer Group, Volunteers of America, the Horizon Bank. Also, we have some gold sponsors of Precision Electric Sales, Hazel Finley, Jay Stubbs and Bridal, Dork Federal, Shiawassee County Fair, and some silver sponsors, DJ Sheen,
They're throwing out balls. I want a ball.
Ashley's Dance Shack, once again, Sound Waves, and Harris Electric. And then I'll wrap them up with our brown sponsors: Fast Eddie's, Bearsford Brewing, Wells Fargo, Joe and Jimmy Holden, Cordier Excavating, Big Star Communications, and I think we got one there for those.
Make sure that you check out all the great eats and food available both in the north and the south areas.
Turn you on. Turn you on.
Welcome here.
Hey, hey, hey. Can we get a ball? Can we get a ball? Can we get a ball? Hey, I'll take one.
We welcome Al.
Thank you very much.
Our hometown insurance carrier, Al Shannon, is brought to you. State Farm to celebrate
Go up there and say,
at
can
the
you trade
Curwood
ball? Can you
Festival.
trade ball?
Al, thank you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. If I can
Looks like he's
Hold
feeling a little
my,
flat today.
put my water in my
Just saying.
Grand Railroad Days royalty. Miss Railroad Days is Janie Carbasi. Her attendant is Marissa Harper. Joining them is Lucy Lockhart and Princess Dakota Shea. Grand Railroad Days is the weekend after Mother's Day. Please visit GrandRailroadDays.com for future dates.
All right, riding the rails, repping the Durand with some pride there. Next up, Bearsford Brewing Company. Meet Bearsford, the beloved dog from the Bearsford Brewing Company logo, enjoying a fun day at the beach there. Before taking a swim down the Shiawassee River at tomorrow's raft race. Bearsford was brought to life by the founders and members of Bearsford Brewing, proudly located in Westtown.
Don't forget to check out the Curwood Castle, open for tours. Only $2 if you're an adult. If you're under 17, Dan, $1.
Right, and real quick on Bearsford Brewing and their float, they got doggone good beer.
That's unbeatable.
If we could get some applause, that would be great for that. It's quite the tale, I told. All right,
You sure are treating us well today, Dan.
we need to limit those puns.
This is the Emmanuel Baptist Church, ladies and gentlemen. They'd like to invite the community out to their 5th annual fireworks show and a family-friendly celebration of freedom on June 30th at the Emmanuel Baptist Church located on M21 in Corona, Michigan.
Come for the faith and stay, come for the fireworks and stay for the faith, rather than what I heard the other day. Kind of a nice little tagline there we have. I want to mention a couple other upcoming events. In addition to the beautiful baby contest on Sunday and the Saturday writing contest that are going to be announced, we also have the canoe races, then of course, duck races. But we're going to continue to have some other things today, in addition to the basketball tournament and all of the partners and the Special Olympics and everybody else that's kind of coming in with the historical tours of the Curwood house. We have fireworks.
More trucks for Emmanuel Baptist.
Got a little late start
Don't forget
then,
the fireworks celebration on
There's no.
June 30th.
Don't forget our fireworks celebration a little bit later this evening.
Tonight at 10:15. Next up is Davis Cartage. Davis Cartage, Dan, is celebrating 84 years of business. Davis Cartage is proud of history and innovation in transportation. Leading the way is their 1941 state
Oh, we
truck.
can't go there.
Decades of reliable service.
You can't do
But
further.
this thing,
Followed by the 2025
this is something different.
Freightliner representing the future of logistics from warehousing to transportation. Davis Cartage keeps America moving from coast to coast.
84 years. Finally, someone who's been doing this parade for a year or two longer
Hey,
than
we
we
got clowns coming.
Finally.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey.
Well, you have to seize it
I
to
like
believe it.
him.
All right, then next we have some additional clowns. Look at that, I got a
There's
nose.
more clowns.
We got award bringing smiles to kids of all ages. The Elf Graphic Shrine Clowns are proud members of the Shriners International and strong supporters of Shriners and Children's Hospital.
I know they're so good over there. We really appreciate them coming out the highest quality care that they can to the neuromuscular disease there, the injuries, the specialized health care. They educate the physicians and the healthcare professionals. They conduct all this innovative research. They have a lot of wonderful things that they do. Their vital mission is carried out regardless of race, color, creed, gender, disability, financial opportunity, origin. They really make it an effort to try and help people out, and we appreciate all that they do.
Passing us by is Miss Davidson in court. Welcome, Miss Davidson 2024, Merrick Spywag. And Merrick Spywag, along with Miss Davidson in court, Jose and Brianna Bell. This year's Festival of Flags will be held from June 4th through the 8th, 2025. Davidson is proudly known as the City of Flags, and we're excited to celebrate this wonderful tradition. Dan, tonight the Mr. Owasso finale is at the Curwood Beer Tent. That's where 2025 Mr. Owasso will be crowned.
How exciting! So we have another break. Let's do another trivia or two. What do you think, man?
Okay, you got it, man. What do you got?
All right. So we talked earlier about the first Curwood Festival in 1978, but what year was the city of Owasso officially incorporated?
1812.
Higher.
1840.
Higher.
1849.
One more decade and you got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many people believe that the city of Owasso was officially incorporated in 1859?
Wow. All right.
1859 Owasso Public House.
Young kids out here in that hot stuff this time of year, just rubbing their little cars.
Along with the Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps band, it's their 54th season. The Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps is composed of local teachers from throughout the city. They're passionate about music, drumming, and color guard drill. Their historical, accurate uniform represents General George Washington's personal guard unit from the 1780s. The Corps is known across the country, including at iconic locations like the Statue of Liberty, and the White House. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Plymouth Fife and Drum Corps.
All right. Can't beat those drummer boys. Way to stick to it, fellas.
You're just banging away at those punches, man.
I deserve a standing saying ovation here because the big party isn't in there. We're just coasting through the fun right now, aren't we? We just want to celebrate all these wonderful groups here for this year. We really appreciate that. Okay, one more trivia here. Oh, well, first let's talk about the royalty. We have some more Curwood royalty here coming up right now.
Sure, we have the Curwood Button Contest winner. Please welcome the 2025 Curwood Button Contest winner.
We appreciate that. If you've never seen the Curwood Button, they're pretty unique. They do it every year. They have a contest, and people are able to submit their designs, and they choose the best one. And it's always a fierce competition, and you can actually go to the Curwood office to purchase those buttons if you're interested in doing so. Rory is roaring by again.
Curwood Dog of the Year is sponsored by the Shiawassee County Dog Development Committee. Money from the contest goes directly back to the dog program and continuing to improve and upkeep of the new dog park at the Shiawassee County Fairgrounds. Any kids interested in joining the 4-H dog program should call the 4-H Extension office.
All right, thank them for coming out here. Look at this here. We have the Lady Shriners. Las Diaz Clown Unit Lady Shriners from Flint participating in parades, offer face painting to raise funds for their unit, supporting the Shriners Hospital, Shriners Transportation, and other local charities. That's quite the vehicle there.
Followed by the Lions, Leos, and Cubs. Welcome the Bancroft Lions, Leos, and Cubbies.
All right.
There's a bear on the windshield there, Dan. I barely saw that.
All right, we also want to take a couple of minutes here in order to make sure we tell everybody that not only do we appreciate all of the sponsors, but we appreciate all of the volunteers that have helped make the Curwood Festival such a success. The people who help to navigate the traffic and direct everybody. There's so many volunteers that volunteer for each individual event in order to make this happen. Guess how many people, on average, come to the Curwood Festival that it brings in every year? People.
How many people, Dan, does the Curwood Festival bring in every year?
30,000.
30,000 people.
30,000. Yes.
That is unreachable.
That is pretty cool.
How about Myers Door 113? Well, that's high school drivers unit of traffic crime. Thank you for your support and coming out today.
Appreciate that coming out there. How about another trivia here? So we gotta make sure I get through all of this, right? So, what makes the Shiawassee River special? Something that only about 5% of rivers in the United States do. What makes the Shiawassee River unique?
Oh, I think somebody had an answer.
He did, all right. It flows north.
And let's talk about some of the things going on tomorrow at the Curwood Festival at 8 a.m. The on-site youth fishing derby, registration until 9 a.m. Flea market by the castle, arts and crafts, antique vendors until 6 p.m. Reenactors encampment until 4 p.m. The marketplace will be available to you until 6 p.m.
And also, speaking of 6 p.m., this is pretty cool. We were talking about this just before the parade started. They're going to open that time capsule. Myers time capsule is going to be open. They're going to have giveaways for kids and adults right there at the Curwood Lounge. So if you want to check that out tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m.
Fascinating to find out what's in the time capsule.
It would be, but it's going to be interesting.
I heard they just buried it last week. Also at noon, we have some kid events tomorrow. The Curwood Lounge featuring pedal pullers until 1:30. It's a free event in the Curwood Beer Tent featuring Justin Richard Holcomb until 3 p.m. Bloody Marys and mimosas in the Curwood Beer Tent. Euchre tournament in the Curwood Beer Tent until 3 p.m. tomorrow. Carnival rides, ladies and gentlemen, until 6 p.m. You can ride daily for all day for free for $25. Admission in the Curwood Castle again is $2 per person, $1 and any other.
And speaking of Meyer and their time capsule for tomorrow at 1:30, they celebrated 90 years of business, store number 113 here in 2024. Still family owned and operated. They appreciate community support and are thankful for everyone who chooses to shop at their Corona location. They hope you enjoy the swag at the Curwood Festival. They're giving out all kinds of cold beverages there. Up next addition is
It's the Meyer float that's pulling the cabinet time capsule, Dan, from the year 2000. This special piece of history will be open tomorrow. Don't miss your chance to see the hidden surprise from 25 years ago. Next up is National Manufacturing. And let's welcome National Manufacturing, proud home of paddle wheel boats, crafted right here in Owasso, Michigan. These unique boats are built with quality and care, showcasing local craftsmanship at its finest. Interested in learning more? Visit the website for both inquiries and details.
All right, I will. Now, next we have American Red Cross, the service center located right here on North M52, dedicated to supporting the community through disaster education and emergency response. The vehicle is used to assist families who are impacted by disasters, providing critical responses to local and national emergencies, supporting members of the armed forces. They install free smoke alarms, prepare shelters for large-scale events from around the world to our neighborhood. The Red Cross continues to make a difference every day.
Dan, the Garage of Terror escape room is coming by. Here comes the Garage of Terror haunted attraction out of Chesapeake, Michigan. The Garage of Terror is presenting the Asylum of Terror interactive escape room, Dan, for the first time at Curwood. Also coming this September and October, they will be presenting Delirium, a new haunted attraction. Please visit tarotguide.com for upcoming details.
Mom's already has it. Right. And then getting scared.
I'm getting very scared, and Halloween is a long way off, Dan.
Never too young and never too early to celebrate a holiday, though, right? Celebrate Halloween or Christmas, whatever you want. Halfway through the year is fine.
Halloween in June.
That's that what we seen yesterday.
Gonna start that hashtag, all right? The parade is winding down, ladies and gentlemen, so, you know, and we only have a couple of more entries here, so.
Well, tonight we have the Curwood Music Band. It's open until 11:30. Live music featuring Roxy Wild and Airs Band Bob Wild.
And then also, tomorrow there will be a couple of things at the beer tent as well. Justin Richard Holcomb until 3 p.m. Bloody Marys and Mimosas at the Curwood Beer Tent. Euchre Tournament till 3 o'clock. So make sure if you don't get to the beer tent today, that you do it tomorrow. All right. Next, we have Crest Marine. Quite the float that boat is, right? Crest Marine is located in Owasso, Michigan since day one. They push the boundaries of innovation and hold pontoons and the experiences they can deliver to the highest standard. For more than 60 years, their construction and reliability remain unparalleled in the industry because of care and dedication to the craft. Looks like they're having a great time. They're owning that beach party theme. Trumpet like a top, trumpet like a top.
Brand new to the Steve Muscle Band is their newest fire engine. Look at that beautiful engine 5 engine. Brand new. Nothing like that new fire engine smell, Dan.
I don't know. I like that smell. What does a fire engine smell like? You're gonna trigger anybody who had a house fire.
Followed by the ladder truck, man. That's the same in Wassos too. And listen, right behind us, the Wassos. Look at the fire trucks. The firemen are happy to show you around and show you how they work and what they do.
You know why they have this particular, why they bought this particular 377 with the ladder?
Yeah, so they can get to higher buildings.
No, they wanted to take the fire department to new heights.
Ah, new heights.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, coming up is the City of Owasso Fire Department. That's their ladder, Dan. And behind them is the Perry Area Fire Rescue Unit.
Tomorrow, you know where these guys are going to the church?
What are they
The Latter-day Saints.
The Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, that's where they're going. I stepped right into that letter code, didn't I? All right, we got a little pause here, but it's almost the end of the parade. We could not do it without the fire department that come here and help us. Not only that, but the police department as well, right, man?
That's right. Don't forget to thank your firefighters and your emergency rescue personnel. They're always there when you need them. They always will be there when you need them.
Let's start walking this.
Also, Perry, give a shout out to Perry. You know, we also talked about the Owasso Fire Department.
That is a two-year fire rescue. That is a tanker, Dan. Thousands of gallons of water. Whitney Ryan is in Owasso Township side by side.
Troublemaker. Just have Brandy circle back around.